Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Spook podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Caitlin.
And I think it's been about
forever
5 years since we've done one of these.
Oh my gosh. Feels good.
Feels good. I'm happy to be back doing this. I know we've missed it. I've missed doing this.
Yeah, but you even did one of the Matt Venture things. I feel like, oh my god. It's been forever.
So we've just been busy. I don't know. I've wanted to do one, but at the same time I've just been not up to it. I don't know. I've been a little discouraged this new year, but we're back at it.
Yeah.
So, what have we been up to?
I don't even remember since the
last one.
Yeah. What was our last episode about?
I don't.
I can't even remember.
This isn't good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I know you've been busy working.
Yeah.
I've been busy. Oh my god.
We just can't get on the same day to be able to do this.
Yeah, and anytime we are, I know we've said this 1,000 times, but it's just
yeah, exactly.
We just want to kind of chill out, which is kind of what we did today. We've just been watching scary movies and
and we're not on edge at all. So
our dogs were actually when we first started recording, were barking at the door. It was very, very scary because it's pitch black out.
Yeah. We're a little nerved.
Yeah, so they're just howling away. But as far as we know, there's nothing in there or outside. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Extra big blanket tonight so the boogeymans can't get in.
Yeah, there you go. Boogeymans or killer dolls. That's my segue into what we're doing. This is going to be a doll episode. Yeah. This is going to be the doll episode. I think a lot of people are afraid of dolls.
I think it's a pretty common,
And I was wondering that. Our sort of phobia of the episode is pediophobia or pediophobia. Pediophobia, I don't know. Which is basically the fear of dolls. And this can be from, and it says here, China dolls, porcelain dolls. I'm figuring almost any kind of doll, or humanoid figure. So I guess
really?
Yeah.
That would be a doll?
An action figure,
like an action,
maybe,
okay.
or I don't know, a small Statue of Liberty. I have no idea. So apparently it's,
or a large one. Oh, God.
So...
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and I guess it has to do with that uncanny valley where something looks sort of human, but not quite. Apparently, you've heard of that, right? The uncanny valley? That's why, something that looks somewhat human, but just enough that for some reason your brain just... the original Planet of the Apes...
Okay.
Those apes are so terrifying to me because of the uncanny valley.
Okay.
What's that movie? Isle of Dr. Moreau, right? Is that what it's called?
Yes. The greatest movie ever made.
Okay, good. I'm terrible with movies. You guys know that. But the animal people.
Okay.
The reason they're so scary is because they're kind of human.
Okay,
but
see,
not
and
quite.
I've never heard of that, and nor do I have that sense. So now I kind of understand why people are freaked out by some of those movies.
Just something that looks somewhat human, but I'm wondering. I'm not going to read through this entire article, but I'm wondering if a lot of that came or became more prominent after ventriloquist dummies.
Well, I mean, our really, really good friend is absolutely she can't.
She's terrified. But,
she can't take that. I mean, she loves Chucky, but Chucky has to have his scars.
Oh, just so he looks a little less human.
He can't. Yeah. So, but ventriloquist dummies are
so
I mean, I got her she loves I mean, I'm sure it still creeps her out, but probably the closest fan that she gets to it is Slappy in Goosebumps.
From Goosebumps, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think probably nearly everyone has some weird, to a point, where it's just kind of creepy.
Well, I'm not. Mine's to that extent of what you walk into that nightmare room at usually at an older senior citizen's house where it's just the room of dolls.
Oh.
And I wouldn't, like, that's when my level...
where they have, like, all their porcelain dolls up on shelves. Yeah.
My level would be there. Or...
You're forced to sleep in the bed with them all just looking at you.
That's my level because I wouldn't be able to keep an eye on all of them to see which one moved first. But then at the same time, it goes to the other spectrum where I would have that same fear is if I walked into, like, a completely blank room with, like, a bed and there's one doll.
That's even weird. I don't... what's
like
the comfortable...
sitting on the bed.
What is the comfortable amount? Between 1 and, like, 37. Like, what's the...
37?
Yeah, that's a lot of dolls.
That is a lot of dolls.
What's the, like, comfortable number to you?
A comfortable number?
I think, like, 4.
I guess... I mean, kind of.
Or 17.
Like, if it was just me and there's 2 dolls, well, then that doll has a buddy doll.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, so that's, like, a little weird. I'd probably take on 1, but it's creepy.
Take on as in fight it, if have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
or more like that song.
What?
Take me.
Take. Apparently there is treatment if you have, pediophobia.
What is that?
Like hypnotherapy.
Oh, okay.
I guess it helps...
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I guess it helps redirect, like, subconscious thoughts, so you're not, like... thinking about it too much.
Okay, I'm just imagining someone sitting in a chair with someone like holding a doll, being like hitting them in the face with it, like you're not scared.
Well, I don't. I don't think it's gonna be like Clockwork Orange, where it's or reverse Clockwork Orange.
That's what I'm like thinking.
I guess they can use some sort of neuro-linguistic programming to change your point of view, so that your reality is different. This is coming from Wikipedia, so I have no idea. This sounds like some weird Plan 9 stuff.
This doll isn't terrifying. It's just sad and creepy.
Now I scream every time I look at popcorn.
Oh, okay. I get where it's...
And then just, I guess, basic, like, behavior therapy, anti-anxiety stuff. To me, I don't know. The fear of dolls is just so common. It's not something like when we did the food one, people, like, afraid of eating. Like, to me, it doesn't seem like quite
it's not going to kill you to be afraid of dolls.
Unless it does.
Or could it?
Ah.
They should make a movie on that.
Oh,
like a killer doll that comes to life.
Yeah. So there we go, dolls. I know we both have some personal creepy doll stories.
Yes.
So we're going to say that to the end. I have 2 stories. One is actually a news article that we just saw from... September 2014, so it's fairly new. We're going to save that one for last. And the first one is one titled The China Doll. Now, I'm not going to read it verbatim from where I've got this, because it's a story I've heard before, and the spelling errors in this story are absolutely terrible.
Really?
So I'm going to look at this, I'm going to remember kind of how it goes, and I might change it a bit, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so here we go. The China Doll. On a Saturday afternoon, a little girl named Emily was out shopping with her mom and little brother. They passed an old shop, and in the shop window was a beautiful China doll.
Racist.
Did you ever have those, like, American... what are those called? American Girls?
No, but same friend, terrified of ventriloquist dummies.
Yeah. Doesn't she have one?
I think she has the one that corresponds with her name.
Oh,
Maybe
so it's
still?
just the name Sam. We can say her name's Sam, right? Oh well, sorry, Sam.
Yeah. She like, I don't know if she went for any of the other ones, but she was into that.
I remember those were really big back when we were kids.
I just did stuffed animals. I did not do doll. I don't know. I had a baby. I did have a baby doll that was like ancient. But
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, Emily was only 10 years old and was into collecting dolls. This doll that Emily found had a white and blue frilly dress on and blonde curly hair. Emily begged and begged her mom to buy it until her mom gave in. As you do when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I would get kicked out of the store.
Oh,
our parents would not.
Yeah, I would have got my ass beat. Like.
Yeah, sorry for all you little kids who don't get beat anymore. By the time they got home, it was
sure missing out.
Yeah, you're really missing out. By the time they got home, it was pitch black outside, so they all went to bed and fell asleep. In the middle of the night, Emily woke up to a crashing sound, but she ignored it until she heard a voice. A tiny voice. down below. Not down below. I just added that in. Down on the first floor.
it sounds like her vagina speaking to her. Like, it's your time.
You know, she's 10.
Yeah.
I don't know when you first get your...
I was like 9.
When you fall to the reds.
Yeah. Your Aunt Flo comes to visit.
Yeah. And, period cast. So she hears a tiny voice down below.
Stop saying that.
I can't. I'm stuck on it. I'm having a brain aneurysm again. Downstairs. I need to think of a good doll voice.
I'm gonna be
never mind.
upset if you do. So.
If I have a doll voice.
I hate that.
Okay.
So don't.
I'll just make it soft. Emily, I'm on the bottom step.
Nana's here.
It's an old doll. Emily gives out a little gasp and gets a little under the covers. I have to add this in. So she's scared. Emily,
scared?
She's a little scared. Emily, I'm on the second step. She hears a creaking sound. Emily, I'm on the top step. Emily, I'm on the landing. Emily's terrified now. She hears this tiny voice, and she can hear little
Nana's coming.
Little clicking heels on the floor. Emily, I'm in your mom's room. Emily, I'm on your mom's bed. Emily, I'm gonna kill her, said the voice. Emily was getting kind of scared. I guess you'd be scared if you heard that. But she heard it again, even louder. You'd think that the mom would hear this.
See, and I was just thinking that, is the doll faking her out, like outside her bedroom, like, I'm in your mom's room, but just like standing outside the door? Because, if she's actually going through these steps...
Yeah, the one I remember is, it's
hey,
just...
yo!
Hey, I'm coming upstairs!
You hear me?
Yeah, hello?
Hey,
what?
I think we're...
How fresh is this ham? I remember this. I think it was just the girl by herself though. In the one I read, but whatever. So the little doll's creeping up the stairs apparently, and I guess just continues creeping around. Emily, I'm on the top step. Emily, I'm on the landing. The doll says again. Emily, I'm in your brother's room. Emily, I'm gonna kill him.
Wait, did she like?
Go back downstairs.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start this process over again. So you're super creepy.
Well, it's probably like the doll. You know, like, do you ever do something and you realize nobody sees it? So I guess you kind of go back and you do it again.
I guess so. Do you imagine her like walking down the stairs, like, God damn, this stuff gets so hard. It's like no one.
She has like her finger and thumb on her like the bridge of her nose.
Yeah, and I'm just, oh my God, and just like gets down there and she like adjusts her little dress, and she's like. I'm on the first step, like, just
that's
like,
her heels clicking. I don't know why.
And like, I imagine her like going down the steps, like, really heavy-footed, like each step. Like, I am so sick of this shit.
I picture her like popping into the room, like, I'm gonna kill you, and it's like empty. It's like, oh, damn it! Goes in, it's like the bathroom. You're dead.
But takes like a half a second where she's like, and she starts to walk out, but then she's like. Adjust like her like bangs, and then she's like, oh man, I need to. She's like checking. She's like checking her bags, and like my pores are just awful.
Word.
What was it? Okay, I got it. All right, Emily. All right,
come on, come on, doll. Exactly. She's like, come on, doll. You got this. You got this.
Like puts out a smoke in the toilet.
Yeah, she's like blows out the window. Anyway, well, poor little Emily is so scared. She puts the blanket over her head and she hears it again. This time it's outside her door. Emily, I'm on the top step. Why is she doing it again?
So she like, she got herself framed
Hello?
Back downstairs.
Emily, I'm in your room. Emily, I'm in your bed. Emily, I'm gonna kill you. The person who lives next door heard all of this. What? And decided to call the police. How loud was this doll shouting? About 10 minutes later, the police inspected the house and found everyone had been murdered. So the police come in, they see this doll sitting on the mantle. They turn around, or no, they look at it. It has like an axe in its hand. They turn around and all they hear is, policeman? I'm behind you.
Oh my god, I was about to say, like, policeman, I'm on the first step.
Yeah, that would have been... So that's the China doll to end it all off.
And you might be thinking, because this is extremely reminiscent of, it's a ghost one, but Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark has the same one with some girl in her house or whatever, and there's like a ghost or something. It might not be a ghost.
Yeah, it's like a skeleton or something.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm on the fourth step. I'm in the hallway.
Yeah,
and
that might be what I'm thinking of, actually.
And then it's like, and then she doesn't hear anything, and then it's like, I'm gonna get you, like.
And then it probably says at the bottom, now scream at your friends.
Yes, yeah, like something like that. Like jump and clap your hands and twirl your fingers and old-timey.
Hail Satan!
Yes!
So what'd you think of the China doll? It was...
Oh, I don't know.
The story was pretty bad.
Yeah, I was,
I don't know if you saw any of it. So apparently this doll was shouting, but not enough that the mom and the brother could hear.
They were dead. Remember, everybody in the house was murdered.
Yeah, but...
She kept to her word.
No, I know that.
Like, when she said, I'm gonna kill her...
Apparently she...
I mean, she must have, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, when everyone's murdered, I would assume...
I mean, maybe that's why she kept going downstairs, was like, she's covered in blood and, like, would slip and, like, fall down the stairs, and then it was just like,
fuck!
Yeah, and just like, oh my god.
Knee.
Yes! My soccer knee.
Yeah. Emily?
Yeah.
I like to think she's carrying the axe up, but then drops it and it falls down a few...
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick. God, come on.
Emily's just, like, listening to all of this, like, she sounds super frustrated.
Like annoyed. She's, like, sitting up, looking at her watch.
Yeah, she's, like, sitting in bed, just, like, on her iPhone, like... Yeah.
Well, that's the China doll. Great. You ready for the next one?
Well, it's not really a story.
No, I know. It's a news article.
So, yeah.
So I'll try and get just some of the best parts out of this. So if it seems kind of choppy, it's just because I'm reading a bit. But here's the headline. Australian woman finds creepy doll in her closet that her family has been trying to get rid of for 40 years, but keeps turning up again. Now she doesn't have the nerve to throw it away. Bum bum bum. And again, this in Australia, this is dated September 7th, 2014. So not too long ago.
Yeah, when I had looked this over, she had found this doll wrapped up in a closet when they were, like, cleaning and stuff, and distinctly remembers her mom going through the same thing, wanting to get rid of the doll, but, like, couldn't. And then she wanted to get rid of the doll, but then, like, her husband was like, you can't throw away that, like, adorable doll, which is absolutely terrifying, with an afro for some reason.
It has a little bit.
And,
well, I have something to say about that. Starting off, well...
I have heavy opinions on afros on dolls.
I know you do. Members of Fee Welch's family have been trying to get rid of Sadie the doll for 40 years. But, mysteriously, every time she's about to be thrown out, something happens and she ends up sticking around. Mrs. Welch from Rockhampton in Queensland had forgotten the Chucky-like doll, put a point in that, was in her house until 3 weeks ago when she was cleaning out her wardrobe with a friend. For starters, this looks nothing like Chucky.
No,
I think the writer is just trying to pull, like, a reference.
No, this is literally as generic a baby doll with an afro that you
It looks like it looks kind of like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Well, in the face.
No.
No?
No.
Don't they look like that?
No. That's like literally, like, that's kind of like minus the afro, what my baby doll looked like that I had a million years ago.
Well, as soon as Mrs. Welch unwrapped her out of her packing plastic, her whole family got sick. It's a bit weird, she told Daily Mail Australia. Mrs. Welch, 37, was going to throw Sadie away, but her husband found her in the bin and wouldn't let her throw the cute doll away. The strange thing is, my mom did exactly the same thing years ago. She found her in an old box and went to chuck her out, she told Daily Mail Australia. But my dad stopped her and said, "What are you throwing her out for? She's cute." Ugh. It's not a cute doll.
No, it's not. Its eyebrows are
They're very nice.
Yeah. It's on Flick. Is that what that's called?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
It's weird the men like her, apparently Mrs. Welch says. Mrs. Welch isn't sure what it is about Sadie that provokes such an extreme reaction from people. Last week, she posted a picture of the doll onto a local buy, swap, and sell Facebook page to see if anyone ever seen anything similar, and the point got so much attention it crashed the page and had to be taken down. I'm going to put some of these pictures up, actually. Hopefully it doesn't crash the Facebook page. But we'll see. I just want to see what you guys think. It definitely is a creepy doll. It looks very tall, though. It looks very tall.
Yeah, it's a really big doll with a tiny head.
Mm-hmm. Just for perspective, and only because I don't think I'll put that photo up, she has it like standing on her lap. And it comes up to just about the top of her head. And she's probably not a big woman, but, normal torso.
What is that, like 3 feet?
A foot or two? 3 feet.
From here, it comes up to her forehead.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well, I don't know what perception is. The admin staff had to delete it because it was clogging the site up and it caused a lot of problems, she said. They said there were over 400 comments. Now, that seems kind of odd to me, because 400 comments doesn't seem like that much.
It's Australia, though. Wait, internet. Doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Well, it depends on
it's Facebook.
Was it on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was going to say, it depends on the... Well, they say form. If it was on Facebook, yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know. Do they use different... I don't know. It might be server things elsewhere. I know nothing about anything. People were saying things like, it looks like it belongs in the horror movie Chucky. Get it out of your house. And take all the arms and legs off and burn it. Typical internet. Sadie first came into the family when Mrs. Welch's mother bought her as a gift for her sister at a small toy shop in Billola in central Queensland about 40 years ago. So she packs the thing up. Here's a picture of Chucky for whatever reason. That's a creepy photo. The doll's like looking at the girl. Since getting unpacked, Sadie has taken up a permanent position on an old chair in the lounge room. I'm actually starting to warm up to her, even though she looks like a little freak, Mrs. Welch said. Mrs. Welch said her 13-year-old son hates it, but her 6-year-old daughter is curious.
Oh, I bet she is.
My daughter just said it's weird, but I found her the other day changing her clothes and playing with her, she said. My dog doesn't like it. He barks at her. Mrs. Welch has been told Sadie could be worth as much as $2,000, but she thinks she would struggle to let her go. Nah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't struggle.
I would literally give anything in this house away for $2,000.
I wouldn't struggle to give you away for $2,000.
Well, money well spent. I think with all this hype and stuff, I don't think I've got the heart to throw it out, she said. Even though the doll has creepy grayish skin and spiky black hair, she doesn't think it is possessed.
That's not spiky. That's an afro.
I don't think she's haunted. I just think she's got a bit of a soul, she said. Soul! She comes across like she's spooky and a lot of people are scared by her, but deep down, I think she just wants to be loved. Aww.
First of all, you're personifying a doll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Second of all, you're a moron.
Why? For keeping a creepy doll around?
For personifying a doll.
People do that all the time.
Yeah, well, this year's article is going to be her getting a divorce from her husband because she went crazy and axed her kids to death.
Well, here's hoping.
For the glory of Satan, of course.
So there you go. There's 2 doll stories for you. Kind of spooky, I guess.
Sure. Dolls are spooky. I mean,
dolls are scary. Yeah. Dolls are scary. So have you ever been in the vicinity of like a really creepy doll? Just offhand?
Well, yeah, just any doll. In general, is like pretty creepy.
Yeah.
The one that I had was one of those with like the plastic arms and legs and like the body was like pillow.
Yeah.
And I didn't have clothes for it anymore. I never really, it was just there, like one of those things. But its eye, it was all plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have the moving eyes. The eyes were like closed, plastic closed, just one thing. So I guess it was like a sleeping baby or whatever. And I complained that its eyes were closed because it was like constantly sleeping. So my mom took it upon herself to paint eyeballs.
Ew.
Yeah, on this doll, like piercing blue eyes with like the white. Oh, it was.
That sounds scarier than that.
Like the idea in my head was like excellent, and then when I got it back, it was like.
Put it back to sleep.
Awesome.
Hit it with a hammer.
But I was never like a doll person.
I remember younger, and this is sort of, I guess, my doll story. We went to, it must have been like Williamsburg or somewhere historic.
Uh-huh.
And we went into this old like house because they tour, you do a tour through the village or whatever. And in one of the places they had like a doll, like an oldie, like super old doll. And the lady was telling us like sometimes, people say it moves and whatnot, which I think is just what you do as a tourist.
I guess
like
so.
or a guide rather.
But
you just say everything's haunted.
I feel like they are kind of teasing you to be like, oh, that is so interesting, while you light a match and torch the entire place.
It's weird. It was just sitting on like a chair, but the more you look at it, like, I don't know, I feel like your brain wants it to move.
Well, that's
so you see it move.
I think that's what it is like you watch it and you watch it and you go, and your brain's like, what if it blinked at you right now? And then it's just like, I could have
sworn it just blinked.
Yeah,
I could have sworn it just blinked. But I remember looking at that doll and thinking, like, holy crap, it just moved. Like, even though it didn't. I don't personally think, like, moving dolls are, like, a thing, but...
No, and I don't know. No, not, like, Chucky, like, running around, like...
Right.
And, like...
But, like, I guess, like, possession in general.
Well, I mean, possession is different in all kinds of ways. Because, I mean, it can go from anything. It's a vessel. And, I mean, you don't have to, like, believe in it.
Right, I get how possession works.
I know, but it's not going to be any different than if a picture frame is, like, possessed. It's not going to, like, run around. So I don't see why the doll would, I don't know, because it's just shaped like a person?
Yeah, well, it's just meant to be scary.
Why don't dinosaur doll, like, plushed animals ever get possessed?
Yeah, they do. Toy Story.
It's not possession.
I think they're all possessed.
That's not...
I want to see a movie where a picture frame is possessed and haunts
that would
a family.
Be terrifying.
A picture frame.
Yes.
It just hangs there.
It just like, what if you walked by it like every time and it was just like, I'm gonna get. No one takes.
I think it'd just be more annoying because it's always like crooked. Like
yes.
that would be its end goal. It's just like, oh yeah, like oh yeah.
You just have like people come over and they're like, oh, you're a frame, and it's like, don't. You know what? Don't give him the time of day.
Don't even.
All he's gonna do.
He's gonna move again.
Is he's gonna tilt again, and if you just ignore him, he has no power.
He'll just move off.
Leave him tilted. The sucker deserves it. And it's just like, well, why do you keep him hanging up? And it's like, oh no, you'll never hear.
He
the
goes
end
with
of
the
it.
room again.
Yeah, it's just
or
like,
he goes with the room.
Well, he's a great one. So.
So I know you have. I mean, you have seen Annabelle, right? I haven't.
Oh yeah, I saw the movie.
What are your? Give me a short review on it. That's a spooky doll.
Yeah, it just it's not quite this close to the story that I've heard.
But just like as a movie, isn't it? Right?
I mean, it's okay.
It's been out for a while now.
They kind of brought like the possession like heavy into it. Like there is a demon figure in the movie. For like one scene, maybe.
Not really.
But
does it look cool?
It's like a shadow.
Yeah.
It's like a person shaped shadow with like the claw hand. I mean, it's like super low level. But so that was kind of weird that they actually, I don't know. It was very strange. There were some like moments that are really like oh god, like this needs to be done right now. The doll does literally nothing. Like literally nothing.
It just like falls down and
yeah, exactly. So I think they kind of geared it up that it was going to do something. My biggest problem with the entire movie is that the original doll is super scary.
Because it's a Raggedy Ann doll or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's like an actual Raggedy Ann, but it's the same concept. It's got like the triangle nose and the red hair and stuff.
So, and that's one thing I really didn't like about it either, is the fact that they go for this weird like it's either china or a wooden.
Yeah, I think
they make it look scary, but I think the old-fashioned dolls are a lot scarier.
It's like 4 foot tall, and the original Annabelle is like a smiling Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah,
like and
to me, like I don't think any family would keep the movie version of Annabelle around.
No, it
doesn't look pretty.
No,
like
there's
it's
nothing.
Creepy.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. Like it's not painted nice. It's super stained, and I mean, she, like, honestly, if she was in real life, she looks like a bitch.
Yeah, she looks kind of bitchy.
Like, she's got, like, this, like, eyebrow kind of, like, Like, I mean, it would just
She's more like the doll in a haunted house too.
Yeah, it's awful. But yeah, I didn't like that because I mean, like, the original was just like so much scarier that it was just like a normal doll.
Right. Would you ever want to go to the Warren Museum?
Yeah. Yeah, I would want to.
Because you know people who knew them.
Yeah, they lived like in the same. It's like Connecticut was like grouped in different neighborhoods to where a close community of like this so many houses, and then it kind of went forever until you got somewhere else.
So just like pods of houses.
Yeah. So the lady I work for, she knew, just because of like her husband and stuff, she knew a lot of the cops in that like task. Is that a task force? What is that? Like
just a precinct?
Yeah, I guess so. And so when they got the call on the Annabelle, like before the Warrens came and took her, they didn't know the family personally. They knew the cop that responded to the call first and entered the house where everyone was like murdered. And that's where they originally found the Raggedy Ann doll, like sitting in her chair. What I've been told that happened to the original cop after everything was done and he came out of the house, and there was stuff that happened actually in the yard and stuff with some statues moving.
Really?
It just, yeah, it really, it's weird to hear it come from someone that doesn't believe in any of this.
Right, because this is coming from the person you knew.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, she doesn't believe in any of that stuff, and she said, that hand to God, I mean, she's 70. Hand to God, his hair's pitch white, he quit and disappeared. Just done with like everything kind of thing. With whatever he saw in the house and happened to him, he was done. And that's when the Warrens took Annabelle, and she is like actually in like the case and locked up.
Yeah, that's and apparently
like,
it says
stuff.
on there, it's like a plaque that says like danger.
Do not open under any circumstance, like that.
And I guess
it
does like move. Like, I guess they'll find it off the chair.
Yeah, they'll find it off the chair. It'll
whatever.
be in like different like little spots.
Mm-hmm.
Up in the chair, sitting down on the floor of the box or whatever.
And again, the Warren, I think it's something Warren Museum is in Connecticut. If any of you are ever interested in looking at that, again, these are the people The Conjuring was based off of.
Yes.
I think one of their relatives actually helped with that movie. I think I remember reading one of
Lorraine is still alive.
Is she? I thought she died.
It might have been super recent, but she still helps with a lot of like the ghost hunting shows and stuff.
Huh. Now, that's different from the Robert doll, right?
I don't know Robert's like history as far as like whatever it is. I know for him being, because he's in a museum in Key West.
Yeah, he's in a museum as well.
You're supposed to ask. I don't know his background.
Oh, it's about the photos,
but
right?
You have
to ask to take a photo.
So you say, like, Robert, may I take your photo? You take a photo. The photo's fine. If you don't ask for a photo, the photo's messed up, and something happens to you. Like, the whole thing that I've heard is, like, it was, like, a group of kids that went there on a field trip.
Did the bus crash?
No, the one kid got hit by a car coming out.
Interesting.
That, like, provoked Robert or whatever, but it's the same concept of like whatever box or he's in or something like that. They say like he's up in a chair, he's down on the ground.
I've
like,
seen photos of that too.
Kind of thing.
Kind of the same thing. Again, I think doll.
He's a normal doll though.
That doll is creepy.
He's
creepy. He's got like a little lion, I think, stuffed animal.
I think so.
Holding.
Oh yeah, no. I'm thinking of a different doll. Yeah, he's really weird because he's like one of those like sack dolls.
Yeah, he looks like if you put like soap in a sock.
Yeah.
Tied off the soap.
Yeah.
And just like
He does. He looks like he's like it's just like the burlap sack.
Yeah.
Like a circle burlap sack, and then like dot eye line like nose body. And like he's weird.
So if you're ever in Connecticut, go see Annabelle. If you're down in Key West.
Key West.
Key West.
Yeah. Down by Kokomo.
We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
Awesome.
Go see Robert.
We'll die slow.
Or just stay home and don't look at scary dolls.
Don't look at scary dolls. And you had said that we were going to do like another episode on like the dream things and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But mine was like, this is almost like two dreams in one, because the start of this had to do with dolls. Like the start of this dream had to do with dolls, which led for some like a reoccurring dream that I had for probably like 9 to 12 years. And
if you don't like chickens, turn the podcast off now.
Look, don't even. Like, it was awful. And so, but the beginning of my dream, like, I remember, like, because I was really young. Like, I'm in the bedroom, and I'm sleeping in the bed, and I wake up. And I kind of, I look around, and then our TV goes on in the bedroom. And it's a talk show about these people that have dolls that come to life.
Sure.
So, they're
right
like...
after Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, they're like, oh, my doll does this, and oh, mine does that. And it's like one of those Roseanne kind of like... Not Roseanne. Started with an R. Ricky Lake, like, kind of TV shows.
Okay.
And it's like, well, what is your doll doing? It's like, mine's awful. Like, it does this, and da-da-da. And then there's, like, a breaking news story, which leads into, like, my epic, horrible, lifelong dream thing. But that was, like... I don't know what, like, when I was that little, possessed me to have a dream about, like, these dolls coming to life.
Would you watch that, though? If it was on today, after, like, Finding Bigfoot, would you watch,
if it was, like, one of those where it was, like, we thought we found the Loch Ness Monster, this person says, like, these dolls come to life, I would definitely be, like, stories and pictures, please. Like, video? Then I wouldn't sleep.
No.
Ever.
No. Would you ever want to go down to that doll island in Mexico?
If I could be, like, 100 yards away
and just
with
see it from, like,
binoculars and just keep going.
That's probably my favorite, and I don't know if this is regional. It was on Sci-Fi, I think, or Travel Channel.
Sci-Fi.
So there's this show, Destination Truth, which is basically they go out and they find monsters. They never, I mean, they don't find the monsters.
That term is super used lately.
Yeah, but they go and look for cryptoids.
Yeah.
Your Loch Ness monsters and whatnot.
That guy has, like, the best gig. And he's hilarious.
He's a funny guy. Josh.
Is it Josh?
Is it Josh?
I think it's Josh. Yeah. Oh my god, so funny.
So they go to the Isla de las Muñecas, I don't know, Island of the Dolls in Spanish, I guess, which is in south of Mexico City, and it's basically, everything is just covered in these old dolls. It's really, really spooky, like everything, trees, sheds, bushes, just dolls. Some are missing heads or legs, some are hanging, some are just sitting.
None of these are, like, show quality dolls.
No, it's just terrifying. And I'll just read the legend here. So you're actually kind of getting another story. It's said that a girl was found drowned in mysterious circumstances many years ago on this island, and that the dolls are possessed by her spirit. Local legend says that the dolls move their heads and arms and even open their eyes. Some witnesses claim they have heard the dolls whispering to each other, while others who were on a boat near the island said the dolls lured them to come down to the island. Of course, these witnesses are exaggerating, and the island is no way possessed, but the truth is that the Isla de las Muñecas is a very creepy place that markets the casual visitor. I remember, the reason I brought up Destination Truth is that probably the scariest moment of that show ever is he's looking at that doll, it's just that green...
They're like night vision.
Night vision. And he's looking at this doll, and it, like, opens its eyes, right? It, opens.
It's one of those, like...
Like, you lay the doll down, it closes its eyes.
And
it just, like, opens its eyes.
The one, like, lid just, like, flips up, and he loses it.
It was creepy. It's pretty creepy.
Like, he absolutely loses it. Because they're all, like, the minute they get to the island, they're like, this is the worst idea we've ever had in our lives.
It's scary during the day, but then at night it's even creepier.
Well, and their nighttime investigation was like, I mean, they like left early.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we're out of here. Like, because there's like a shed.
Yeah, I think it's where the
or something.
It's where where the caretaker Don Julian Santana Barrera lived, because he's the one who, when the girl died, he wasn't able to save her. Right? Well, that's what I think. What they say. Yeah, I guess there was a guy who was there, and he says, like, it is the girl that's, like, haunting the island, and he's the one who puts the dolls up.
Okay, yeah, they got a lot of activity that night. Like,
if I remember correctly,
they were like done. They're like, we're out of here. We can't take this anymore.
Yeah, apparently that guy died in 2001. I'm trying to see. Apparently it's 50 years worth of collecting dolls and putting them up. Oh, gosh, it's creepy. I'm going to put photos of this place up, too.
Oh, yeah. It's super, like, if you turned a corner in the woods, like, hiking, and entered this, you just, like, sacrifice yourself. Just be like, I'm going to die.
Oh, it's so
like, it's
spooky.
so creepy looking.
Ugh. Well, on that lovely note.
So, listen to our podcast, and we'll send you 2 free tickets to the Island of Dolls.
Yeah, we might send you a doll as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
We'll have, like, a giveaway.
Yeah.
Comment, send us a topic, and we'll send you a doll. Seriously.
While supplies last.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's our show, I think, for today.
Yeah.
Again, if you do want to send us a prompt, where you just want to tell us how we're doing, that's spookitpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us at Facebook and Twitter at spookitpodcast.
Rate us on iTunes.
You can rate us on one of the easiest ways to show us your support would be give us a rating on iTunes.
It would be excellent if you could do that.
It'd be cool. It would be again. It would just show your support in a really simple way.
Oh yeah.
Because iTunes is weird, showing us who's listening, and Podomatic is even worse. So again, we're gonna keep doing this. I will say, I know we've been waiting to make this more. What's the word for it? Week-based, month-based. But I've decided for now to throw that out. We'll pretty much do a podcast when we can.
Yes.
As often as we can. And again, I might throw some extra stuff in here and there. So for now, I want to be more consistent, but I hate saying every week that we're going to be more consistent and then we don't.
Well, and I don't have days off that I don't have a set day off.
Right.
Mine is spur of the moment, and definitely not with your days. So,
exactly. So what this might mean is that you might get one podcast every 2 weeks. But it also means you might get one a week. You might get many days in a week if we're able to do it. So yeah, I think it'll still work out.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You'll just get whatever we can do as we can do it. Again, we'll still do specials every 6 episodes. We might start doing just random movie reviews too.
Rate us on iTunes and let us know what you think.
Yeah, again, if you do want to give us a prompt, by all means let us know, because I usually just decide the day of what we're doing.
Yeah, it's like, what's spooky, and picture frames will be our next episode.
Sure. I don't know what our next one's going to be, actually.
We'll figure it out.
Again, if you want to send us something, by all means, let us know.
Please.
Again, spookitpodcast@gmail.com, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Follow us. I'm trying to get better at Twitter and Facebook. I do not update or go on that really at all. Oh, you know what? I wanted to mention this. If you guys have not seen it, Zombeavers. This is a stretch from Dolls, but yeah. I wanted to give a shout out to Zombeavers. I think they're at Zombeavers Movie on Twitter. They actually followed us.
It was a very exciting day in this household.
I was very surprised. Again, it could just be for PR purposes. They just followed everybody.
I don't even care. We had just watched that movie.
Well, you did. I watched the beginning. I'm very sorry, Zombeavers. Please don't.
We love you. But I loved you.
Yeah.
It was excellent. It was such a good movie. And just like some surprise cameos in it. And
like Bill Burr's in the beginning.
Bill Burr, John Mayer.
John Mayer, I was going to say Jason Mraz.
It was excellent. Just, during the movie where you're like, are they going to be, self-aware of how this movie... Oh, my God.
Right, and from what I've heard, they are.
Oh, it's so funny. It is an excellent, excellent movie. So when you told me that they were following us on Twitter, it was like, what?
So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
They're at Zombeavers Movie, I believe. Sorry,
and
Zombeavers.
if you have not seen it, you need to watch it. If you like that kind of
silly.
Yes, but it is good. You can watch it the entire time. Mm-hmm. It's great. You need to check it out. But with a group of friends, enjoy it, because it is a great movie.
I'll have to make sure I see it, and maybe we'll
have to watch the second
review on it. Well, all right then. I guess I will do that, and I think I will also say goodbye to everybody.
And
So until next time, guys, again, thanks for listening, and read your heart out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.